Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars and welcome to another PlayStation review. Today I'm taking a look at another simulation game, and it is Prison Life Sim 2025 Survival. Right, okay, as the title hints at, this is a prison simulator. You start off at the beginning of the game, you get a little cutscene, you are part of a biker gang, you get arrested and sent to prison, and your main objective when you get to prison is to escape. However, this aims to simulate the life of a prisoner, and you've got to kind of build your reputation, make alliances, do favors in order to get information from the right people in order for you to make your escape from the prison. Right. So, I mean, essentially, this is a low-budget title. No surprise there, I suspect, from any of you watching this. This was priced at, I believe, $11.99 in the UK. So it's not obviously a heavily priced game, so you need to adjust your expectations accordingly. Now, as simulation games go, I have covered a couple of like prison simulator games on the channel in the previous couple of years. And this one, for its price, you know, does some things reasonably well. So, I mean, you start off the day, you've got to do your morning roll call. So you've got to go and line up in the morning for a few seconds, and then you basically, your day is your own sort of thing on your block, and you are on cell block A. So your first thing you kind of do is make connections with the gang leader within the prison, and you need to start doing favours for him. So he'll kind of send you off and do some tasks, and usually they are find information about this thing, or deliver this package here or there, or go and beat this person up over there, and all that kind of gains you reputation amongst the prison, but also with the gang leader, in order for you to climb up the ladder, get more trusted, and get the information you need to escape from the prison. So like I say, I mean, you'll do that, got to do these things for the gang leader, and then there's loads of other little things you got to do around the prison as well. Some people will have lost things, and it's for you to go and try and find them for them. Some people will want you to beat people up to kind of because they disrespected them. Some people will want you to, like I say, deliver packages, collect correspondence so they can be sent to their families. There are a multitude of like mini games for you to play. So there's blackjack, there's darts. There's noughts and crosses or tic-tac-toe, and there's even like a fighting tournament. There's like a boxing ring, and there's like different fighters that you can go up against on different days. So there's other little things to kind of keep you entertained throughout the day. So it runs very much like a normal prison day. You get up, you do your roll call, you go and do favours for people running around the prison to different blocks. So you've got cell block A, cell block B, you've got the infirmary, you've got the library, so you're running around like a lunatic doing favours for everybody, and that really is the crux of the game. It doesn't get a great deal more complex than that, and it gets incredibly repetitive fairly quickly. There's only so many times someone can ask you to find a box that they've lost. And it's usually the same bloody character as well. You feel like throttling him and say, will you look after your stuff a little bit better, please? You know, you're literally beating prisoners up viciously in front of the guards, and they don't do anything. So, I mean, it's not realistic. I mean, of course it's not. It's a game anyway. But the AI and stuff is just ridiculous sort of thing. And the way you kind of get respect in this game is like you'll earn new tattoos sort of thing. But I mean, it is basically running around, beating people up, doing favours for people, delivering packages, gaining respect. But you've also got to like follow the routine of the prison. So at lunchtime, you've got to get back to your cell block within a certain amount of time, sit down at your table and eat your lunch. And then the same thing at dinner time. You've got to get back to your cell block within a certain amount of time and have your dinner. So if you're in the other end of the prison doing a favour for somebody and then it's lunchtime, you've got to kind of charge off like a lunatic and get back to your cell block sharpish to have your lunch. Otherwise, you get punished, basically. And that's it. You know, that's how the day runs. And then at the end of the day, you go to your cell, you go to bed, you wake up the next day, and you continue the same tasks, you know, deliver stuff, beat people up, sneak around, a few stealth missions here and there, avoiding guards here and there. But, I mean, they're so stupid, the guards. It's almost an insult anyway. There is voice acting here. It is not what you would call stellar voice acting, but you know, for a game this price, I've played games that are more expensive than this that don't have any voice acting, so I do appreciate the effort. And to be fair, I mean, the game itself, while it is very, very flawed, very repetitive, I do tip my hat to them, because there is a real attempt here to create an ambitious prison simulator. It gets very tiresome fairly quickly, but you know, yeah, I do respect the efforts that's gone into this. You know, it's not the worst looking game I've ever seen for this price. You know, they have tried to include some fairly deep mechanics here, even though they're all very flawed. So if you're looking for a prison simulator and, you know, you don't mind paying the money, $11.99 for this, I don't think you'll be desperately disappointed. But just don't go into this expecting a top-notch game or anything, because you're absolutely not going to get that. And that's why I've given it a 5 out of 10. So I hope you enjoyed this review and I found it useful, and I will see you very, very soon.